Hey everyone, Fire Princess here. You're watching Let's Play with Fire. Today we are playing the Heron household, who is a yeoman. Let's go see what she'll be up to this round. So here is Adelaide. She is going to take out the contents of her dowry, because at this point it doesn't really make sense for her to have anything in there. So let's have her get that out. And today is a holiday. It is Planting Celebration Day. So she's not officially going to be working, but we are going to have her do a little bit of baking just so that she's not totally behind come tomorrow. So let's have her get started with that. As Sophie goes to bake here, let's do a little reminder for what's been happening in this household. We have Adelaide Heron, who passed away from the flu. She caught that from one of the military barrack men, and Sophie here was adopted by Adelaide shortly before she passed away. I think for Sophie's character, that is going to start some resentment within her. She finally thought she found some good in the world by getting adopted and being able to help out with the bakery, only for it to be stolen from her by Adelaide passing away. And largely she blames Barrett, who was the military barracks man, who is not, she doesn't have him listed in her relationship panel, unfortunately, but for Barrett, she is gonna start, anytime she sees him, I think she's not gonna be impressed. She's gonna just have words to say to him and just be pretty upset about that whole thing, because she had a good thing and then he came along and got Adelaide sick and took her away from Sophie. I'm gonna meet you guys over at the church cemetery because she's gonna actually bring Adelaide over. She has not been able to bring herself to move Adelaide, but I think she's at a point now where she needs to move and needs to move Adelaide to where she should be, which is at the church lot. She's running to place the grave, that's odd. Alright, there we go. So she's laid Adelaide to rest. She's still mourning her death, but that's just part of the grieving process for her. I do want to remind you for her traits, she is, let's see, over emotional. So that's kind of where I'm getting the whole, she's gonna be overly dramatic with Barrett whenever she sees him, because she's super over emotional. And even though it's not entirely rational that, you know, yeah, he got her sick and she passed away, but she could have gone to a healer. She could have, you know, there were options. So I think just in her mind that makes sense, like, no, it's his fault, even though it's not, like, it couldn't possibly be his fault. But to her, it doesn't matter. Like, that's how it is. One thing with Sophie that we have to explore this round is she has 2 chemistry with Reinfred, and she also has a chemistry with Arthur. So Arthur is a rank above Sophie, which is where I'm trying to figure out what might be good for her and what might be something that she would do. So she's arguing with Hubert. Reinfred, she has 2 chemistry, so if she goes with Reinfred, that's actually a rank. Well, she'd be helping Reinfred and bringing him a rank up, and it would be more for love that she would be marrying him for. But if she marries Arthur, who she only has 1 chemistry with, then it wouldn't be so much for love, it would be more for the gain in rank, like the gain in status. That's going to be part of this round, is just figuring out which one of these 2 she would personally go for. Another thing I was thinking of for Sophie in relation to the 2 men that she might be going with is coming back to her traits. So Reinfred would make sense if she did a spur of the moment, like over emotional type reaction, because she is over emotional. But then she also has a couple traits that could work for Arthur because she's proper. So I think it would be proper for her to marry Arthur because he's a higher rank than she is. So it would make sense for her to go to Arthur. And because she's a workaholic as well, because if she's working all the time and he works all the time, like, he would understand that. and as a workaholic, she'd want to be the greatest rank that she could be in, I would think. So being able to help and be a part of Arthur's business would really help her out from that perspective. So it's kind of like we could go either way with it. Reinfred's been flirting it up with Allison Coffin, which Sophie is not aware of, but she is almost friends with Allison, so something may happen there if they all happen to be on the same community lot at the same time. So I'm not sure what we'll do with that. But that could be a reason for her not to go with Reinfred, because she finds out he's been flirting around with others. Let's go ahead and have Sophie invite over Lily and Linton. She still owes her the 100 simoleons. She actually owes the the Brocas brothers their 100 as well, but we're not gonna worry about them right this second. Let's just get Lillian over. Apparently Lillian's a little worried. Her aspiration's not doing too well. Alright, Lillian's paid. Let's have them just chat a little bit just because she needs some social. And I ended up finding a mod just to let you guys know. It's called Exchange Gift. And I haven't tested it yet, but apparently you're supposed to be able to trade gifts with child age Sims and up. It should be good for Simon for whenever he wants to share his toys with kids. The toys he makes. Alright, we'll go ahead and say goodbye. They're not really getting long. Alright, well, Sophie has some breakfast this morning. Let's get right to it and go to the random occurrence scenario. First things first, let's roll our die. 2. Family. Ooh. There are 7 categories in family, so let's just roll a d8 again. 7. Festivities. Host a party, a birthday, a harvest, planting, solstice, etc. Okay, that's a fun, nice and simple one. She's not going to throw one today, but we will have her throw one tomorrow. We'll do just like a house party and she'll celebrate having this house and just show off her baking skills that she's had to her friends. And, you know, she's a teenager, so of course she would probably throw some parties when there's no one to supervise her. So in the meantime, today is first business day today, so let's go ahead and get that opened and see how she does. Getting some restocking done. Of course, it started to snow as soon as she opened her business. Hopefully customers won't stay home just because of the snow. So they're at rank 2. They don't have any perks though. Oh, okay, so this is because, I think because the business belongs to Sophie now, she doesn't have any of the perks that we did have before. We'll have to keep that in mind. Oh look, it's Philibert. Maybe we'll just pay him now actually, since he's here and we have $100. Thanks Philibert for showing up. You made my job easier. I didn't have to invite you later. Alright, give 100 to Philibert for his tree lumber fund. He's like, sweet, thanks. I'm gonna mark that she's paid him. It's only her. As we've seen, running a bakery solo is not the easiest thing to do. Especially when you have a customer standing in the way. What? I didn't move him out of the way, huh? What? Let's see, she wants to make a sell to Comey, so we'll try. We'll see what she can do. Oh, hello, Mary Coffin. Oh good, the snow's already gone. Goodbye snow, it's spring, what are you doing? Come on, get that sell with Comey. It's what you want. I believe in you, Sophie. He's so close. Yes, she did it. Good job, Sophie. He's a hard one to sell to. Oh no! Eamon lost a star. He's a tough one to sell to as well, as honestly. Yeah, Mary, you tell him. Don't lose stars at this business. It's a great business. What is Mary doing? She's just here. She's like, I don't want to buy anything. I just want to hang out. Oh, look who it is. Alright everyone, so one thing I meant to mention and I haven't yet is last round we got into a level 4 town for Sapbury, so go us. The treasury is high enough for us to be able to do so, and we unlocked 2 noble families. So, well, Eamon's a hard sell and we're down to rank 1. That's whoops. So this is Grace Sadler. She's one of the new noble families. She's actually a teen orphan. Both of her parents passed away. I'm still considering what the reasoning behind that could be. But they're not starting off on a good foot. Anyway, so this is Grace. I think she's really pretty. Just a randomized in casts, as well as how many people were in the family. So I randomized all that, same as we did with the original 7 families. And I only got one female teen rolled. So this is who we got from that. And we will play her more towards the end of the round, since there are 2 noble families that we've unlocked. And then we also unlocked a few different buildings. So first of all, we have a monastery and a convent, which is going to be super fun to play, I think. We don't have anyone to like teach yet because those are our schools. So the monastery would be for the boys, and that's merchant and up. And then the convent will have females, so merchant and up female kid and teenagers. So, oh yay, we're back to rank 2. I wonder if I can... I can't, dang it. Anyway, so we unlocked those, so that'll be fun to implement. I'm starting to figure out how to do Squingy's school, or is it Symlogical? The school mod, I'm getting it set up. I've been messing around with it a lot today. My brain is fried. Bleh. So I'm trying to get that figured out, see how I want to do it, see how playing that out is going to be different and how manageable that's going to be. But I'm working on getting that set up. We just need to find someone to run the monastery and the convent. And then we unlocked a artisan, like an art gallery, which basically will have painted works as well as crafted works. I'm still debating how I want to do that. Let me know if you have that kind of lot in your game, what type of things you do with it, because I'm still in the how is this gonna work logistically. Because I want crafted items and I want paintings to be sold there. But I also know that that could get kind of complicated, where like maybe that sim that owns the art gallery would buy the crafted items from sims and then resell it, so it's kind of like a consignment store. But I also think that sounds really complicated too. So let me know what you guys like to do with that kind of building. And hopefully some of your ideas will give me inspiration as well. Anyway, so she's gonna finish restocking, get some needs taken care of, and then let's go on a date with Arthur, so we'll jump to that. Sophie just got on to the Fusty Fields lot, which is kind of the sports grounds that we unlocked a couple, or not this past time, but the one before, and I just kept forgetting to show you guys. Anyway, there's a couple horses. I know it's kind of dark, sorry about that, but it's kind of like a spot for jousting is what I was going for, but then also there's stuff like bowling, and there's a soccer field, little military obstacle courses, and then just a spot to actually watch the jousting. So I just thought it would be a fun lot for them to go on, and then there's like a spot to throw axes as well. So just stuff for the Sims who like sports a little more. As soon as Sophie got on the lot here, she only rolled once for Reinfred. So I'm kind of taking that to mean that she is more interested in Reinfred. That's what that sounds like to me. I don't know why he's standing behind that. That's kind of not a smart idea, dude. So far it looks like we're leaning towards Reinfred. I'm just curious what's gonna happen if she finds out what Allison and Reinfred have been up to. Because I'm sure she would not appreciate it. They want a bowl, so maybe we can have them bowl. Oh no, it's snowing again. Oh, they had a bad conversation. Wow, so Arthur rolled once to make out and be flirted with by Sophie, and she's just not into it. They don't have very much longer on their date, and she really needs to go to bed, actually. So, we'll see what they do on their own. Be hugged romantically. Ooh, I don't think that's gonna work well for you, Arthur. Stop playing with your cube. Well, if that date is any indication, I would say we're probably gonna lean more towards Reinfred. Sophie's finally awake. I had to wake her up a little early just because she still has to do some baking before she even opens her business today. And it's already after 8 o'clock on Saturday, so her late night is catching up to her being able to do very much with today's business. Well, it's noon, and Sophie's finally getting it together to have her business started. She opened the business, but she really needed to eat, so she hadn't done anything further than that. Let's have her run here real fast since Emmeline and Tosha are actually buying. I really hope Sophie gets her bronze badge today with the register, because her being the slow with a higher ranked business is gonna hurt the customer stars. Ooh, Emmeline gained a star. I think Emmeline has a type. Young men. Oh my god, she totally does! Emmeline! What are you doing? Alright, I mean, at least Randy gained a star, but... Emmeline's a lover, man. Come on, Sophie, hurry up with your joke. I'm sure it's hilarious. I know, Randy, I know. She's here, though. She sees Sophie's face, she's like, wow, Goopy is failing at his conversation with Tosha. Yes! Haha! I was hoping she'd get that today. Bronze Cash Register Talent Badge. We certainly don't make a lot of money doing this. My worry is rent alone is 1,000 simoleons and she's nowhere near. Not really, anyway. 1,000 simoleons. Alright, let's have Sophie do this just a little bit longer, and then we will go ahead and throw the house party that she wants to throw. Alright, the guests are all here. I just realized what Simon grew up into, which is a pirate outfit. That's great. I forgot Simon is an adult now. I was trying to make it a teen party, but oh well. So far talking with Arthur. Although staring at Reinfred. Be flirted with, ooh. Oh my gosh, there goes her crush. She saw him flirting flirting with Allison, and she lost her crush. Be kissed romantically? Oh god, let's see how that works. I knew this party might be a fiasco with all of them here, but from Sophie's perspective, she thought everything was okay with Allison. Look at these two! Oh my gosh. I wonder if she's still ooh, she's mad about Allison too. Look, they're not nearly as close of friends as they were. And she's mad at Reinfred. She did not like that they were flirting. Hold hands. Maybe she'll be more receptive with Arthur now that she's seen what Reinfred and Allison have been up to while she's not been around. Man, I was leaning towards having her go with Reinfred too. But she saw the truth of what they've been up to. And she thought Allison was her friend. I know, you're so tired. She's way more receptive now. She's like, alright, fine. F you, Reinfred and Allison. Alright, it is like crazy early in the morning and she's exhausted, so I'm gonna end the party a little early. Because she needs to sleep and make money in the morning. So I'm having Sophie separate all of the shortbread for the day. And I accidentally like put one under the stove and now I can't separate it. It's like stuck on it and I can't like just grab the plate, and I'm so sad because she can't afford to not have this plate. And I can't reach it, so I don't know what to do. This sucks. Okay, well, stuck plate or not, she has to start the business, so. Oh, it's gonna bug me that I can't get that stupid plate. Gosh. So mad I accidentally put it there. Oh my gosh, look who it is, Reinfred. She's mad at you. Go away. Get out of there. Those are my dirty plates to look at, not yours. Ooh, bronze stocking badge. Oh no, you do not. Don't you take my... That's mine. Reinfred, no. You are flirting it up with another woman, and Sophie is not appreciating that. Ha! Thank you for saving the day on the plate, but also, nah. You can't eat my plate. Don't think that saving the plate has redeemed yourself, Reinfred. Because you haven't. I don't even know if she's gonna talk to them. She's over-emotional, and I don't think she would even give him the time of day, customer or not. She's like, 1 second, let me eat some of my stock, because I'm starving. Oh, Reinfred did actually buy stuff. Huh. Thank you, Isabel. Enjoy your sweets. By the way, there's only 2 days left in spring, and she's not even made enough money to make rent. Yeah. Come on, I need to rank up that we can actually get something so that she can... Ooh, it's Arthur. Hey, Arthur, you're just walking by, seeing what I'm doing. Seeing how well my baking business is doing. I do like the idea of her selling her baked goods on Arthur's weekly... not the weekly market, the Harvest Fair lot. I think that would be a good combination. Alright, talk to her first, show the item, and then go be a cashier. Hopefully Lillian will wait that long. But these are just so good for customer stars if we help them that it's like, I don't want to miss out on that. Okay, Sophie's gonna finish up here. Hopefully Tosha will buy something. But I think I was gonna have her go on a date with Reinfred, but since they've kind of had a falling out, let's see if she'll be a little bit more interested in Arthur this time for a date with those two. So let's skip ahead to that. Yes, okay, so she is way more into talking to Arthur this time. She's like, you know, I was kind of more into Reinfred, he was more my type, but I also don't want to be with someone who's going to be flirting around with other females, so she's more willing to give Arthur a chance. So let's have them, she really needs some fun, so I'm just going to have her play some Red Hands really fast. And then I actually had them come to the charity hospice lot, actually. As embarrassing as that might be for her, because she is starving. And she doesn't have a lot of stock at home. So, and there's not a lot of money. So she was kind of embarrassed to ask him on a date here, ask Arthur on a date here, but she just needed food. And this was one of the few spots where she can get food and be okay. Oh, it still cost us money to buy that. Dang it, I thought it was free. Okay, well, not much I can do about that. They're just gonna enjoy a nice lamb and dumpling stew. Ooh, maybe she'll put away the leftovers and then I don't know if the leftovers would still be in the fridge next time we came on lot, but that would be nice. We'll try it. We'll have to remember there's leftovers in there. This is the struggle with the bakery, is you want your Sims to go out and do stuff later on in the night, but they have to wake up so early to bake just so they have product for their restaurant. It's just like, ugh. Or I guess not restaurant, more a shop, but makes it stressful. Ooh, look! They have 2 chemistry now, what? How did that happen? I'm excited, I don't know where that 2 chemistry came from. Let's see, what's her turn-ons? Unemployed and hats. Well, he's not wearing a hat, so... that's okay. Oh my gosh, there's so many Sims on the lot. Ah, guys! Yes, she's crushing! She's already moved on from Reinfred. She's like, you know what, Reinfred's not worth it. I'm not wasting my time with a guy like that. We just need Arthur to be crushing on her. Oh, I'm so excited for her. She's made her decision, I think. She's leaning more towards Arthur. And he's crushing on her! Yay! Oh. I definitely like them. I wasn't really feeling it initially. I was definitely more towards Reinfred initially, if you couldn't tell. But now he's grown on me. He's been a good guy so far, so. And she's noticed that as well. Oh, that was his first kiss. She's like, come here. Alright, it's 2 in the morning. You need to wrap it up here, dude. Oh no. Food stock is getting low. Crap, she can't afford groceries. She can't even afford rent, let alone groceries. Oh my gosh. Let's hope she gets a rank up today, because today's focus is going to be all business. She's going to be making food, she's going to be carrying, like getting everything stocked, getting customers dealt with, trying to get that star in, because I'm hoping if she gets to rank 3 we can get the money, cash, the cash money, whatever, reward, award. Alright, she's got as much stock as she possibly could. She's completely out of food in the fridge. But she's gonna open the business, and we're gonna see what she can get. She does have some leftover porridge that she made the other day. Porridge doesn't really give a lot when it comes to hunger, like as far as it's not very filling. But that's kind of all she has at the moment. After today, we'll see what she has left money-wise to see how much groceries she can get. Ooh, it's Layla. We haven't seen Layla in a long time. Mary always just comes to like sit. She always comes to just sit down at the table. She's like, I'm not gonna buy anything mostly, I just want to sit and hang out and give your customers stars because I'm just entertaining them basically. She needs to go eat. She's probably gonna take a couple of porridge bowls to be able to fill up. Ooh. Hurry, help Comey. He would be a really good one to get a star with. Yes, guys! Holy crap! Yeah, no wonder they're no longer best friends. Reinfred, blame yourself for that. Okay. She can have rent. She earned rent with that. She is a fortune sim, so I feel like fortune sims would most definitely go for the money most often over anything else. So I'm not even debating anything else. It's full on, she needs the money and she's a fortune sim, so thank you, I'll take my 1,000 small. Hey, that means she can afford groceries now too. Woo. It's the little things. Oh no! Dang it. Okay, I know I'm probably out of some things, but I can't help it, okay? Oh, I was still trying to figure out what her rank up item might be. Poor Sophie's gonna starve trying to help all these customers. Okay, by the way, this is Giles. Giles Clark. He is our other nobility sim that we added in because of our town rank up last round. So he is a single father of a toddler, a female toddler. And he is actually a smelter. I rolled to see what career he would get for the nobility, and he refines ore into gemstones. Or iron bars, depending on what it is. But people can bring things to him to have it smelted, or he does it himself. I haven't quite figured out how that's going to work. Like if he's going to mine for these items and get them, or if he's just going to be available for people to use. Not sure yet. Sophie was starving. She had to step away to get some food. She couldn't focus anymore, and she's like, I need food. She's complaining about Stinky the skunk blocking her. She can't leave the table. Okay, you can leave now. It's okay. If she does end up with Arthur, it'll be a lot easier with the baking and stuff because he'll be there to help with any sort of stocking. And there's a fridge and everything on lot too, so she could actually restock some things just on lot as well. Ah, it's raining. Okay, they're kind of getting rained out here, so I'm gonna close up shop and I will see you in the morning for tax day. So it's the next morning, but in the middle of the night last night, Arthur brought over this cute little panda bear beanbag chair for Sophie. I thought it was pretty adorable. I know it's not very medieval, but it's just kind of sweet, like the two teenagers, and that's what he thought she might want. So in the interest of that, I think she's gonna keep it. While she finishes getting ready here, I'll just let you know what she owes here. So as a yeoman, she owes $1,000 in rent. She has a 30% income tax and a 10% tithe. So let's get the treasurer over here so she can actually pay him. So in total this round, Sophie Heron owes 1,565 simoleons. She'll be able to afford groceries. That's about all she'll have left money-wise. Thank goodness for that rank up last second. Otherwise she'd be behind on her taxes, which that would be its own problem. So let's say goodbye to him. And I will say goodbye to you all. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you next week.